After a bizarre car accident, this woman and her husband swapped bodies, but she had no idea at all. As soon as she opened her eyes, she called for her husband.
찬이 아빠, 찬이 아빠.
In her usual coquettish tone, everyone around looked awkward. They all suspected she had lost her mind.
여보, 여보.
Soon, she noticed her hands were covered in body hair. Looking down, her chest was completely gone. She cautiously walked to the mirror. Staring back at her was her husband's face. She thought she was having a nightmare. She raised her hand and slapped herself hard. Pain shot through her face immediately, but her husband on the hospital bed wouldn't wake up. No matter how she called, the angrier she got, the more she complained to her unconscious husband. She believed if he hadn't cheated, none of this would have happened. These words were overheard by her mother-in-law and sister-in-law, who had just arrived. They froze on the spot. They immediately concluded that the daughter-in-law was the one who had cheated. The mother-in-law sent her son back to the ward to rest, saying she would take care of the daughter-in-law. Standing by the bed, she grew more and more displeased with the sight of her. Just as she was about to reach out to discipline her, the person on the bed suddenly opened their eyes.
엄마, 그 사람 어떻게 됐냐고요? 에? 엄마? 아, 넌 이제 CM이도 안 보이니?
At that moment, he realized his voice was wrong. He reached up and touched a head of long hair. Looking down, he saw a pair of long, slender female legs. He panicked completely. He hardly checked his body, only to confirm that his soul was now inside his wife's body. That night, while their mother was asleep, the two finally met in the hospital lobby. They went to seek help from a master. The master said that during the accident, their souls had been jolted out of their bodies and entered the wrong ones when they returned. If they hit their entire bodies with red beans, it would force their souls out and return them to their original bodies. But they tried for a long time, with no effect at all. With no other choice, the husband had to let his wife go to work in his place, while he himself stayed home to do housework in hers. The wife nervously went to work at the hotel, only to see a familiar woman at the front desk. It was the woman her husband had cheated with. Her rage ignited instantly.